Oh my gosh. I don't know if you can see it. I can see it. Let's do a 2-box nickel hunt. Roll number 11, and our first find is going to be a 1949. I thought it may have been silver at first. It's just a 1949 out of Philly. And so far, just 4 from the 50s and 3 2024s out of Philly. So it's a slow box so far. Roll 14, and our second nickel from the 40s is a 1946. Oh, nice. Out of Denver. Roll 24, and we're going to have our third find from the 40s. 1946 out of Philly. Roll 28, and we're going to have a foreign. Commonwealth of the Bahamas from the year 2000. And it's going to be 5 cents with the pineapple on it. That's pretty sweet. Roll 31, and we're going to have our first nickel from 1941. 1941 out of Philly. Roll 34, and we're going to have our first nickel from the 30s. And it's a 1938, and it's got the ring of death. Dang it, Jim. Will it have a mint mark? No, it's got some gunk on the back as well. I mean, the back's in pretty nice condition, but dang it. Ring of death. What you going to do? Roll 38, and we're going to have a buffalo nickel right there. Oh, and it has a mint mark. Denver mint mark. It's kind of dirty, though. 1938 out of Denver. I've been hunting nickels for 5.5 years, and I've never found a 1938. They're not extremely rare, but I don't know why I've never found one. So that is a book filler. That is sweet. Roll 43, and we're going to have our second nickel from the 30s. 1939. Ooh. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you can see it. I can see it. I think we have the DDR here. Let me put it under the scope. Look at that. This is the FS801 doubled die reverse. I've never found one of these before. That is sweet. I mean, you can really see the doubling on the L's and the O and on cents there. It's not in the greatest condition. Let me go to PCGS and see what it might be worth. So here we are, 1939 DDR FS801. And if we scroll down here to the price guide, even a VF20 is worth $115. I'm definitely going to send this in on my next PCGS order. That is sweet. Roll 44, and we have our fifth nickel from the 40s. 1948. Oh, nice. Out of Denver. Roll 45, and we have another 1939. But I'll be honest with you, I already looked at it. I was so excited. I'm like, there's no way there's two in the same box. And of course, this one is not the DDR or the DDO, and it's out of Philly. Roll 47, and we're going to have a 1941 with some scratches on it. Out of San Francisco. Sweet. Roll 50, and I think this will probably be our last find of the box. 1948 out of Philly. And that's it for box number 1. It started off pretty slowly, but it got better. Let me give you a quick recap. Just 1 foreign, 2000 from the Bahamas, 13 from the 50s, the lowest minted one being this 1954 out of Philly, 7 from the 40s, the lowest minted one being that 1941 out of San Francisco, total of 17 2024s, all out of Philly. And then we did get one 1938 out of Philly, a 1939 out of Philly, a first ever 1938 out of Denver Buffalo nickel. I do need that for my book. And then we got the FS801. That is just so sweet. All right, let me get started on box number 2, and I'll be back when I've got something good. Roll number 7 of box number 2. And we're going to have a 1948 out of Philly. Roll 17, and we're finally going to have our second find from the 40s. 1949 out of Denver. Roll 33, and we're going to have silver. I missed it. The edge wasn't dirty enough. 1943 is probably out of Philly. Yep, 1943 out of Philly. That's still pretty sweet. Roll 33, same roll, and we've got a 1947 with a scratch on it, out of Philly. Roll 36, and it looks like we're going to have a buffalo nickel right there. Yikes, it is toasty. No mint mark. Oh, nice, 1937 out of Philly, but man, is it toasty. It's also got the ring of death up there at the top. Roll 41, and we're going to have our first nickel from 1940 out of Philly. Roll 42, and we've got another buffalo nickel right there. Wow. It does not have a date. And it does not have a mint mark. So let me get the nick a date, and I'll be right back with a date. I am back with a date. It looks like a 1913 first year buffalo nickel out of Philly. And it's a shame it doesn't have a mint mark. Anyway, that's still a pretty sweet find. Roll 48, and we have a 1948. 1948 out of Philly. And that's it for box number 2. Not a lot of finds here, but let's do a quick recap. We have 10 from the 50s, the lowest minted one being this 1956 out of Philly. Just 5 from the 40s, the lowest minted one being this 1949 out of Denver. 2024s out of Philly. These are still selling for about $10 or so on eBay. But we did get some buffalo nickels. We got a 1913 out of Philly, first year buffalo nickel. A 1937 out of Philly. And then we did get silver, 1943 out of Philly, 35% silver war nickel. So that's pretty sweet. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, click that like button and subscribe.